everyone, thank you very much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right of the video. And today I'm gonna show you how to take care of your bird if you live in a cold climate. We live in Maryland. If you don't know where it is, we live in the United States. Maryland is 30 minutes away from the Washington DC area. Washington DC is the capital of the United States, and it gets really cold here in the winter. And if we get cold as a human, our birds get really cold, especially the parakeet. Right now, as you can see, they have their own blanket. We cover their cage using like 2 bed sheets. Yeah, it's really cheap. So what you want to do if you have birds and you want to take care of them in a cold climate, you can, what happens is at night when you tuck them in, during the day it's not bad. We use a central heating system. We keep it around like the good temperature for the birds is around 70, 71, 72, and the birds can tell you too when they're really cold. They start making noise, and it's like us, you know, when we feel cold, it doesn't feel comfortable to them. It's really dangerous actually. When it gets too cold for them, they will get sick, and like they will show like hypothermia symptoms, and they get sick, and some of the birds will just drop dead, which is really sad. So if you want to have a pet parakeet or conure or parrot, yeah, you make sure that you are able to maintain like a healthy temperature for them, because they're not they're not winter bird. Actually, they grew up in a tropical countries. I grew up in Indonesia. It was a tropical countries. When I first moved to Maryland, I was like, holy moly, it's so cold. And I'm not used to you know, when I first moved here, I was like, why do we have to use central heating system? Well, because we can die. I mean, a lot of old people die in cold climate states because they don't have money to pay heating, you know, bills and all that stuff. So the same thing with birds. Like right now, they're about to go to bed. Like Noel is there. Hey Noel, good night. What is it, Polly? Polly is here, right there. You can't barely see it, but yeah, this is what you want to do. I put their cage side by side, close together. What happens is, it will keep the heat, you know, like within their cage. It will like insulate the heat at night. What you want to do is, it's really cheap. We just use like old. This is like my old twin mattress sheets. I just use the first layer. Just cover the cage with it, and then there's another twin. I use like you don't buy the new one. If you have a consignment store like Goodwill or Ross, just make sure you wash this thing. Just go and buy you just need twin size. It depends on the size of the cage. If you have a bigger cage, you may want to get the queen size. But this is what we do. We do like the heat. The thing is, when it comes to heat insulation, you have to have what? Layers to it. So the first layer is this one right here, just the twin mattress bed sheet, and we just cover this whole thing. And then this another is the same second layer, another twin mattress bed sheet. These are like used mattress that we don't use anymore, so it's really cheap. I used it before. This one actually my college blanket. That's right. I used this back in college, so I still have it, and then I only use this in the winter to keep the bird warm. Yeah, I graduated in 2000, right? The year 2000, and I still have the blanket. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna use it for my bird. So yeah, this is like the thicker one. This is the actual twin mattress blanket. This thing will keep your bird really warm in the winter time. I mean, even though we have central heating, the thing is, the living room sometimes doesn't get enough heat. If you feel like your living room where your bird doesn't get enough heat, you can get this unit. It's a portable unit right there. It's called Enerzen. I mean, there are a bunch of like heating unit. You can. This is really safe. That's infrared. It's really safe if you live in a condo or in a small house. It doesn't take much space, and this thing will keep the area where your bird is really warm. At least set it at 70 75. I mean, if you feel like the bird is really cold, I usually put it at 75 and it will turn itself off. The thing is, you want a unit. Okay, don't put space heater, okay? It's really dangerous. You want a unit that have a timer. Do you see that? It has a self-automatic turn off. The living room reaches the temperature of like 70, 75, it will just turn itself off. So you can sleep in peace and your bird will be safe. Yeah, with space heater is really dangerous because it's like it can burn your house. So you have to be careful. This is really expensive. It's like $120. But you want to invest in something that is safe for you and for your birds. You don't want your house to be burned up, you know, while you're sleeping. Yeah, it's really, really dangerous. So yeah, first make sure get number one, you know, if you have 2 cages, just put the 2 cages closer together like this to insulate the heat, so the heat doesn't go all over the place, you know, like and then number one, get the number 2 is like get 2 twin mattress sheet, and the first layer you just close it like this. Oh, sorry, Polly. I'm sorry, Polly. I'm gonna close it like that. I'm gonna close the whole thing. Make sure there is no draft. The thing is, cold draft will go underneath the cage, so make sure you tuck them in really well. And then the second one, make sure, you know, there's no draft going underneath the cage. Your bird can breathe. That's why it's okay to do this. It helps them sleep too. Because what happens when it's dark, it helps them sleep and rest at night. Because when birds don't get enough sleep, they get really sick. So this is sick, yeah. So anyway, and then this is the blanket. This is the twin. I mean, if you want to have queen size that you have lying around, use it. You don't have to use new blanket if you don't have to. They're expensive. So yeah, this is from my college here. So yep. So now we have like 3 layers. One is a blanket. You know, the top one. It will keep the cold air from penetrating into the cage, and it will keep your bird healthy and warm inside the cage. That's right. So if you still feel like last night, it was really weird. It was really cold. It's been really weird here in Maryland. One day it's warm, one day it's like 30, 20 degree here. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but I touched Tweety feet yesterday and I was like, and Tweety was like cold. Like, that's another thing. How can you tell if your bird is really cold? Remember, if you go to the bathroom and you have cold feet, and the bird is doing the same thing. The first, okay, so let me, where is Tweety? Come on, Tweety. Sarah, Tweety. Oh, they don't want to step up anymore. They want to go to bed. It's 7:30. Are you okay, little birdie? Are you okay, little birdie? Come here. Don't do that, Polly. Yeah, they want to go to bed. They're really grumpy right now. And Noel is ready to go to bed. And I'm making this video. So anyway, this is how you take care of your bird pet when you live in a cold climate, especially in the winter time, you know. When it's warm, no problem. And then, but when it gets really cold, yeah, bird gets sick, like us, you know, like flu season, and you know, you want to make sure they are healthy and they're well insulated at night, because the temperature at night gets really, really cold. So yeah, this is basically what you do when you have pet bird. They're really nice, and in the evening they get really moody because, Dad, I want to go to bed. You want to go to bed, Polly? Polly's like, please rub my head, Daddy. I'm really moody, and she was biting me earlier. I'm like, because I want to go to bed. Are you okay? She likes this before she goes to bed. I've been doing it since 2014 when she was a baby. She just like to be rubbed right here before she goes to bed. Are you okay? You want to rub again? Oh, look at that. And they like that. If you have a conure, they like to be rubbed. They're really needy birds. So, what is it, Polly? And this is telling me, stop videotaping. We want to sleep. So, yeah. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Again, if you feel like your house or your condo is not cold enough, get the Enerzen. Or there's so many brands out there, but make sure to get the one with temperature control and automatic on and off button. So when you go to sleep and when your bird go to sleep, when it reaches the temperature that you desire, it will turn itself off, which is really safe. Get the infrared. Don't get the cheap one. I know there's so many, like $15 one, $20 one. This is like $125. But you want to make sure, okay? Again, I warn you, the safety of yourself and your birds. Don't try to save money and end up burning the house and burning, the whole entire family and your birds. So get something like heating unit that is safe for you. I suggest like the infrared like this, read the safety rating and the reviews. So this one is available on Amazon if you don't know where to get it. I bought this one from Amazon, and yeah, it's really, really good so far, and it has a temperature control that you can use to make sure keep it at 70 degrees to 75. 75 it gets too hot, especially when you insulate the bird cage like this. So yeah, it's really cheap DIY. Just get old bed sheet, queen, king. I use the twin one. So yeah, actually queen is really better because you can really cover the whole entire bottom of the cage. Yeah, it depends on the cage, the bird cage size. So yeah, okay, Polly, good night. I'm gonna tuck you in. Love you, girl. Love you, boy, again, girl. So put the first layer and the second layer. Make sure everything underneath the cage is covered because you don't want any wind draft coming in. And the last one, the blanket. Yeah. Then your bird, you can make sure your bird get the adequate heating that they need at night, because they do get sick at night. So if they get too cold. So yeah, anyway, this is how you take care of your birds if you live in a cold climate, especially in the winter time. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much again for watching my video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Love you guys. Bye.